Welcome to Stranger Than Fiction. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most interesting and spectacular cities to ever exist, called the Kowloon Walled City. Kowloon Walled City was a unique and densely populated urban enclave located in Kowloon, Hong Kong. It stood as a remarkable testament to human adaptation, showcasing both the challenges and the extraordinary sense of community that can arise in the face of adversity. Here's a detailed overview of the Kowloon Walled City. Historical context. The history of the Kowloon Walled City dates back to the Song dynasty in China, where a fort was initially built to defend against pirates. It later fell under British jurisdiction during the 19th century, but a territorial dispute between China and Britain left the area in a legal gray zone. This ambiguity allowed the walled city to develop outside the control of either government. Population density. Over time, the Kowloon Walled City became a towering labyrinth of interconnected buildings. With a total area of just 6.4 acres, it was one of the most densely populated places on Earth. It housed an estimated 33,000 residents at its peak, which equated to a staggering population density of over 3 million people per square mile. Living conditions. The living conditions within the walled city were extremely cramped and unsanitary. The buildings were constructed haphazardly, often without proper foundations or permits. Apartments were tiny, and many lacked natural light and ventilation. Sewage and waste disposal systems were rudimentary at best, contributing to severe hygiene issues. Community and self-governance. Despite the dire living conditions, the Kowloon Walled City had a strong sense of community. Residents formed their own social structures and often had their own businesses, clinics, schools, and more. The walled city operated largely beyond the reach of Hong Kong authorities, and it had its own system of governance based on informal agreements among residents. Crime and lawlessness. The lack of formal governance also had its downsides. The Kowloon Walled City became a notorious hub for crime, including drug trafficking, illegal gambling, and other illicit activities. The maze-like structure made it challenging for law enforcement to operate effectively, and it became known for being one of the most lawless places in Hong Kong. Demolition and transformation. In the 1980s, as Hong Kong's sovereignty dispute was resolved, the decision was made to demolish the Kowloon Walled City. The government offered compensation to residents and embarked on a massive clearance project. By the early 1990s, the walled city was razed, and the site was transformed into a peaceful park. The city had such a powerful impact on pop culture, that it also became a comic book. The Kowloon City comic book, also known as the Kowloon Walled City, is a graphic novel written and illustrated by Alan Kwong, with contributions from various artists. This comic book offers a unique and detailed perspective on the history of the Kowloon Walled City. Here's the history and background of this compelling comic book. Creation and inspiration. The Kowloon Walled City comic book was inspired by the real-life Kowloon Walled City, and its densely populated and lawless urban enclave of Hong Kong. The comic book's creator, Alan Kwong, sought to capture the essence of the walled city, combining history, personal stories, and elements of fantasy. Setting and atmosphere. The comic book shows the real-life daily goings-on in the Kowloon Walled City, bringing its unique atmosphere to life. The walled city was a dark, labyrinthine place filled with narrow alleyways, towering buildings, and an ever-present sense of confinement, adding to the book's unique style. The comic book art captures the visual elements and chaotic ambience of the real location. Characters and narratives. The comic book features a range of characters who represent different aspects of life in the walled city. These characters include residents, law enforcement, gang members, and more. Through their stories, the comic explores the daily struggles, challenges, and unique experiences of those who lived within the confines of the walled city. Historical accuracy. One of the strengths of the comic book is its dedication to historical accuracy. It weaves in real events, such as the demolition of the walled city in the early 1990s, and incorporates the socio-political context of the time. The creators also researched the architectural aspects and layout of the walled city to ensure that it remains faithful to the actual location. Artistic style. The artwork in the Kowloon Walled City comic book is highly detailed and immersive. It captures the gritty, chaotic, and mysterious essence of the walled city. The dark and moody visual style adds to the sense of foreboding and intrigue that surrounds the walled city. Reception of the Kowloon Walled City comic has received positive reviews for its unique approach to storytelling and its evocative artwork. It has resonated with readers interested in the history and legacy of the Kowloon Walled City. Cultural legacy. The Kowloon Walled City remains a subject of fascination and inspiration for architects, urban planners, and artists. Its unique history and the resilience of its residents have left an indelible mark on Hong Kong's cultural heritage. It serves as a reminder of the adaptability of humanity and the potential for community to thrive even in the most challenging environments. The Kowloon Walled City's story will forever be known as one of the most extreme population density, extreme adversity, and extreme resilience. While it's no longer a physical presence, its legacy endures, serving as a symbol of human tenacity in the face of extraordinary circumstances. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment below. Please like, share and subscribe for more.